Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Chantele Francis, with my co-host for this season of The Bachelorette season. What is it? Season 19?
Yes.
Episode 1. We have Miss TJoy. How are you today, Miss TJoy? Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So we are going to be talking about The Bachelorette. It's a new season that's upon us. So what are your overarching thoughts of this episode so far? And what are your, do you have an excitement for the season?
I do have an excitement for the season because actually it's going to be a season like we've never seen before. You know, they say that every season, but actually it is because we've never seen 2 Bachelorettes. So I can give them a little credibility with that line this season. And we're going to be on a venue like that we've never been on. And, you know, I am just excited for them. They already broke protocol, so it's not going, you know, the same typecast and routine. So I'm excited.
I agree. So I feel personally that it could be because I'm very tired. So I was kind of like sleepy and like kind of dozing off a little bit while watching it. So that could have affected my feeling about the premiere episode, just me being tired. But I felt that it didn't necessarily hit that well. But when I saw the preview for the whole season, I was like, this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So, or just a lot of drama, a lot of things are happening. So I'm very, very hopeful for the season. This episode for me didn't hit, but it was still, I still really like Gabby. I still really like Rachel. And so this is how it starts. Maybe it's just going to be a nice upward.
They're just warming up.
I don't want to give it all away at the beginning. So we started like with obviously some recaps on how we got here. So you kind of get a little bit of knowledge as to what happened on Rachel and on Clayton's season with them. So how did you get more understanding as to how we got to these 2 being the Bachelorette?
I did. I appreciated the recap. I'm very satisfied. Yes.
But I wasn't satisfied with seeing Clayton because I am very much not a fan of this person. And I should find it because I just saw I think it was on Instagram, someone asked them, so Clayton and Susie, to do an Instagram post to the song, the I Hate Clayton
the
song
quartet
or whatever.
Song?
Yeah. Which is very funny. That's very funny. But I'll see if I can find that before we get to the end of this pod. They're acting as though they're best friends. So Rachel and Gabby. Now, they obviously became closer because they lasted the entire process together and like they had the same experience. They had to both deal with the breakup of Clayton all at the same time. And so I can see that they're definitely trauma bonded here.
Right.
But are they best friends? What do you think about their friendship level?
No, and I don't know why people have to make I find this on other shows, they have to use the word best friends. It's okay to just be friends. It's okay to just be close friends. It's okay. If you don't put best in front of the word, it doesn't mean that we're not close and that we don't get along with each other and have fun with each other. No, they're not best friends. You can tell.
It's so true though, because I'm just like, you know, I think they like each other. I think that they're building a friendship, but definitely not best friends. Like, I don't think that if they were on the weren't on the Bachelorettes together, that they would continue being best friends. I think that it's just convenient for this particular episode or season.
Do you have to ask your best friend, what's your type? No, you don't have to ask your best friend that because I know my best friend's type.
My best friend knows my type to a T.
Right. My best friend too. I'll be in the room. She'll be like, yeah, that's your type. And I'll be like, you know, so you don't have to ask those kind of questions. So you can tell they're not best friends. They're still in the process of getting to know each other, but they enjoy being around each other. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, Dabu, thanks for being here. It is that time of year. Time for love. Hello. I'm still trying to find this
Hi, Dabu.
I think hold on, I think this is it. Hold on. Okay.
He's so whack.
Like, they're not funny, unfortunately.
No, they're
I mean,
not.
fine, do a video, whatever. Like play up on like the fact that like you're easygoing and it doesn't affect you, the trolls and the hate, whatever. But you're right, he's whack.
Right, because I also saw a People's article where he said he hates that he was mentioned so much in the premiere episode and so negatively because he fears that it'll resort to cyberbullying for him and Susie.
Wait, what will resort to cyberbullying?
Him being portrayed in such a negative light last night. He fears that people will watch the show, then get on Twitter or Instagram or whatever and at him and be saying really cruel things, and it'll lead to cyberbullying of him and Susie.
I mean, it's very possible. He's not well liked, and you know the extent of my disdain for him would be whatever we discuss here. But like, I will not be. I don't even know if I follow him. You know, I might follow him just because like I have my reality TV account, and so I kind of try to like follow all the reality TV people, so at least I know when they go live if it's important. But I don't need to bully you though, so I wish that people just like leave them alone. You can not like him, not like what they do, not like their relationship, but like you don't really need to let them know about it. Like
exactly,
what does it really do? There's no reason to hurt them. Exactly. Hi, Sophie. Hi, ladies. I thought this was going to be one of the shows that you won't review. I didn't review it last season. Clayton season, I didn't review. I was interested in seeing what was going to happen with Rachel and Gabby. So Miss TJoy was interested in covering it with me. And so I decided to say yes.
Yes.
I challenge you and say that's tomorrow, Sophie. This is all about the Bachelorette. So I thought that there was some parts of it was really awkward in their, you know, the beginning packages when they get to the airport and Rachel gets out of the plane and Gabby's there and like they're excited and they're jumping around and you can see that they planned a chest bump. Because like Rachel was like, okay, are we gonna chest bump now? And like she was like getting ready to chest bump, and like they're like, okay, let's chest bump. And it was so not what any of them would ever do. And they didn't go far enough with it for it to be funny. So it just, to me, looked very awkward. Did you notice the chest bump?
I did notice the chest bump. And I noticed that it was awkward. And that's what I'm saying. Best friends don't have to do stuff
don't
like
have to plan it. Like, not in that way. Like, I don't know if you know these two TikTokers. There's two brothers, and they do like a TikTok to you want a bamba, you want to chill with the big boys.
Yes, I love that song.
So like we always do that dance over together, like that's what we probably do if we're like on the Bachelorette together.
Yeah, you're goofy together. You're funny. It's not, you know, we don't have to plan a chest bump.
To make it look like you guys are like it was so bonded.
We're besties.
So was there any other clips? I didn't write down that much that happened kind of before we bring on the men.
No.
Yeah, I didn't write anything else down either. So this episode, I guess maybe this is also what was kind of boring about it, is that we get all the entrances. So there weren't that many gimmicks, and
I noticed. Okay, first let's talk fashion. What did you think of the ladies' dresses before we talk entrances? What did you think about
I didn't even pay attention to them, so that must say something. Okay, let me pull them up. You didn't like them, I'm assuming.
No, I thought they were fine. But they both wore dresses that had sequins in them. Like Rachel wore like a champagne color, like sequence dress, and it had like a high slit, with like rhinestone straps at the high slit. Yeah.
Right now, just looking at this, I'm more of a fan of Gabby's dress.
Yeah, it was like a blue sequence kind of see-through mesh, like, and it was pretty.
Her dress is more of a vibe for me. Like I would probably, I mean, they both dresses are nice. I think Rachel's dress, she's a very beautiful girl. The dress is very pretty, but it just looks a little like meh to me.
The color didn't pop on her.
Yeah, maybe this color didn't pop. Maybe she doesn't wear very much makeup, but maybe she just needed like lashes, something that to make it look a little bit
A
more
red lip
fire.
or something. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little something to pop because it just seems like pretty
Yeah.
girl in a nice dress. I think that
Right.
Gabby's dress is a little bit more striking, but it could also be because she's taller.
No, it was more striking to me. Yeah.
And so, yeah, we can see her dress again. It's nice, but so it's only okay in my
Yeah.
opinion. Dabu says, am I the only one that thinks that Rachel didn't fly that plane? I don't think Rachel flew that particular plane, but I do think that Rachel flies planes.
Yeah.
She got out of the cockpit. Doesn't mean that she actually flew that particular plane in there. All right. So I kind of wrote down some of these entrances. I don't know if I got them all.
Me too. Me
They
too.
were, well, we'll just go through them. So bring on the
Okay.
men. And
Bring
I thought they were cute when they're meeting Jesse. They seem so excited. They're so grateful for this opportunity. So I do like their humility and just how they're approaching it. They don't seem very cocky. Like they seem like they're very excited for what their journey is to come. And I appreciated it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So the first person I believe was Zach. I don't remember what this guy looks like.
Yes. He had on like this blue suit.
How am I gonna remember these people?
He had on like this blue suit, and he was so nervous. They had to ask him what his name was because he was just kind of like standing there.
And he does say
They
that
were
he's
like,
a hugger.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
he is a hugger.
Why did I say luckiest guy though? What was that from?
He said he felt like the luckiest guy. He said
Oh, I'm the luckiest guy. That was his gimmick. Okay.
Yeah.
Meh. I don't remember what he looks like. I can't even remember his gimmick.
Not memorable. Not memorable. No.
Jason 30. He's like, I am also in love with 3 women. I don't remember what he looks like. And those 3 women are his mom, his sister, and his dog. So his dog definitely.
His dog Kira.
Oh, you remember his dog's name?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember what he looks like.
I just thought that he tried to find something in the limo. He thought of that in the limo. Like I just felt like it wasn't as thought out. I mean, this is your opportunity, your chance. I just felt like they let us down really with the gimmick. And I felt like that was just one that he thought of in the limo. No, I didn't like.
I know a girl that went on The Bachelor Canada, and she says that the producers give you your stuff. So I don't. Maybe you collaborate and you maybe work on an idea together. But for instance, this one particular girl, she was told that she had to get into a cake and jump out of the cake and say happy birthday to the bachelor. And she's like, I don't want to do this. And she's like, well, you're going to do it. And so she didn't particularly want to bring on that gimmick and be the girl that jumps out of the cake, but the producers chose it to be her. And then she started to get a bit of a villain edit. So I not that I don't agree that it's very likely that he made up that little thing in the limo, but it also could be that that's what they planned and they just didn't care because they didn't think that he's a front runner.
Okay.
Or even I don't know. Who knows?
Well, the producers should have thought of some more stuff because they should have gave some other people some stuff because they were lazy then because they gave like 60% of them nothing. So
it's so bizarre that they usually like maybe they just prefer making women look silly.
I guess so because I just didn't understand it. I just did not understand it.
But what I do understand is our cutie,
yes!
Avon. Making all these promises. You can promise me anything, Avon.
Hello. And I'll believe it too.
He's so sweet.
So sweet. I like how he individually like took their hands and I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I liked him too. What do you think about Jordan now with the headphones?
I think he tried, but remember what it was like I could hear. I mean, he tried. I guess they weren't noise canceling headphones, but I thought it was cute. I thought it was something, clever to try. Yeah, I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine. It landed okay. It was. What do you give it out of 10?
Out of a 10? A 7.
7. Okay, I'll give him a 6.
Okay.
7's pretty good. I'm like, it wasn't that good. It would be better if like I might match their dress and maybe it was like, bedazzled or something.
Yes, that would have been better. That would have been better. It would have been better if he had different ones for each of them and not made them share the same one.
True. Very true. Next up, we have Ethan juggling. If I miss somebody, let me know because I might have slept.
after Jordan,
is it Ethan juggling?
Oh, what about Mario? You remember he got out the car dancing and Gabby and Rachel.
I might have just dozed off a little bit. Well, because I was watching, I was like, I'm just gonna lie down and like watch it, and my eyes started closing, and I was like,
I think you dozed off a little.
Because I do not remember that. Okay, so Mario dancing. Tell me about Mario dancing.
Mario got out. He had on like that tan suit. He got out dancing, and he was like, Rachel and Gabby. Rachel, and like he was doing a 2-step, and then they were like, yeah. Then they were like, kind of like doing a little dance in there, just standing there like watching him, and he just kept saying, y'all look good, and just dance like you just a 2-step, like just dancing all the way to them. So that was his gimmick, something he made up in the limo. But I guess the producers was like, yeah, go with that.
Who was after him?
After him was Ethan.
Okay. Maybe I did start seeing him and then I forgot to write it down. I don't really fully remember. I don't know. So Ethan juggling, whatever. Juggling is pretty basic. Didn't really leave a lasting impression on me. Did you care for juggling?
No, he was like, I'm not good at juggling 2 women, but I promise I'm a good catch. After he caught him, remember he was like, I'm not good with juggling 2 women, but I promise I'm a good catch. After he caught, I was like, oh, okay.
At least he got the line. He landed his lines. Right?
Yes.
Like some people like get the lines and they fumble the line. So
yes, but he landed it.
Cute.
Yeah.
Is Logan next? I hope so.
Kirk.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead. Tell me about Kirk.
But Kirk is the football coach, and he was trying to give them a pep talk, like
I saw that. I write it down. Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was trying to motivate them and all that. And they were like, yeah. And then they were like, go in there and motivate the guys. Yeah, whatever. So
I do remember that. Dabu says that Avon gives them the Brandon vibes. Very nice guy that gets friend zoned. He has a little bit more swagger, in my opinion, than Brandon. He has a little bit more like, yes. I don't know, but I could be wrong.
Didn't think Brandon was this fine. I didn't think Brandon was fine. This man is fine.
I agree. I was not interested in Brandon at all. I didn't think he's obviously not unattractive, but like he looks like he was 14 to me, which is not attractive to me. So then Logan wants to hang out with a couple of cute chicks, and he comes with 2 little chickadees in his hands. You like this?
I like that. I thought that was original. I never seen somebody come with 2 little chicks, so I thought that was cute. I was just like, don't suffocate them.
I know. I was like, are you gonna like snap the neck of these poor little chickies? I was worried.
And Gabby was scared. It was like he kept trying. She was like, no. And Rachel was looking like it's not that big of a deal, but she was scared of those chicks for some reason.
Chicks are cute. So cute. Was Quincy next?
Yes.
Okay, good. So did he say his name is his AKA Prince or Quince? Is Prince?
Prince.
Okay. That's all I wrote about him. He was like really like nervous, and he wasn't like he's kind of shy, no?
Remember he said he's been celibate for 1.5 years?
Oh.
That was his thing. And then they were like, we can't relate. Remember? His his whole thing was he was very intentional, and because of that, he's been celibate for a year and a half. And they were like,
Okay.
"Oh, we can't relate," and they were giggling, and so he was like, then he left, and they're like, "Oh, okay, good for him," like.
No interest, I don't think. Was Hayden next?
Yes.
So Hayden was thinking with this head. Oh, he's doing like this was like the Clayton bashing section. So
Yes.
thinking with this head instead of this head. And I'm sure the producers pushed this, but like I would think it was kind of old. I would want to have a little more originality than just slagging off my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, and then he tried to say, "I know my name is similar to Clayton's, but I think with this head," I'm like, "How is Hayden similar to Clayton?"
Hayden Clayton.
Oh, I guess if you're country, Hayden.
I guess so.
I don't know. I was just like, I kept thinking, I'm like, that's one where I feel like what you're saying, like the producer told him to say that, because I'm like, what is their name? Are their names really similar? But yeah, and I was just, he thought it was good, but I could see them like inside cringing a little bit, like,
this head or this head?
why you
I
have
don't
to
know.
bring him?
Don't be like talking about my ex-boyfriend's penis. Like it's just like
Right. But Gabby was
boundaries.
giggling. She likes she likes the joke.
Goofy
She was
stuff.
like, because I'm a child. She was like, I got the joke because I'm a child.
She is a child. Was Ryan next?
Yes.
He come out with a clown hair and nose, and he's like, I'm not Clayton. He said it, not me.
Yes.
Was Alec next?
No, Johnny.
Oh, Miss Johnny. Tell me about Johnny.
Johnny was rapping, and he was like, I'm rapping where I'm wearing all black and something. He was just like doing this like rap. He had on this all black suit, and he was rapping.
What does he look like again?
I think he had like a strawberry blonde hair, but it was slick back. He had on like a all black suit, like black tie, black shirt, black suit. And that was part of like in his rap, like I'm rapping in an all black suit. And it was just like, what are you talking about? I mean, that's the only part that stood out because that's the part that was accurate, that you could see that he was rapping in a black suit. But the other stuff he was saying, I was just like, oh, okay. And they were just looking like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't seem to be vibing, most of the people that were slagging off Clayton. Next was Alec with the Clayton Suck song. Was that the quartet?
Yes. Hilarious. So
Alex though gets out of the car and like he just looks so small. Like he looked like he was like a child's choir. And then he was like in it.
When he hugged Rachel, didn't it look like they were the same height?
Probably. Yeah. They're probably the same height.
Same height.
Mm-hmm. And we're not trying to height shame here, but it just was very apparent when he like came out of the limo, and then it was just like it seemed quite vertically challenged. And he had a good song, so I think that the song was to distract maybe from like being the same height as Rachel.
Exactly.
Hopefully next was James with the meatball sub.
Yes. Yeah. How many feet do you think that was? That was a long sub.
At least
5 feet?
More than 6 feet. I'd say 6 feet.
Oh, okay. That was maybe a long sub.
It was very long. Definitely very long.
People started eating it. And
I know. and even like the bread, the width of the bread was so big too. It wasn't like a normal baguette size.
And it looked tough. Yeah, it looks really hard and tough. That was the guy who said he was the meatball enthusiast. Remember when we were doing the preview?
Right. Okay.
He could eat meatballs every day. That was him.
Okay. I know the guy now. Justin comes in grounded. What do I mean by that?
Barefoot. He had no shoes.
Oh my God, the Justin that I don't know but kind of know. Okay.
Right. I think,
I mean, not everybody likes feet also. So like to have your feet out, Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, get your feet away.
And then it's going to be gross because you're walking around barefoot and all that stuff, and people drinking and liquids are hitting the floor, and you're walking and yeah,
No, no
nope.
likey. Oh, Roby comes in and does
Roby,
magic.
Roby does his magic, which we knew he was going to do. I mean,
What else is
we
he gonna
knew.
do? He didn't really charm me though. Put me under a spell. Nope.
He turned a
John.
card into a bracelet, right? It was like a card, and he turned it. That was a good trick.
So then John, I thought he was doing this on purpose, but apparently when he went in and messes up their names.
Yes. Do you think it was because he was nervous? Because he was like,
Or maybe he just doesn't know who these people are and he just is a recruit.
Maybe
I was like, that's not
so.
a good impression. Like, if like I was supposed to be meeting someone to date and they get my name wrong, but they know who I am and I don't know who they are, it wouldn't leave a good taste in my mouth.
Me neither. And they already feel some type of way of like doing it together, and then you mess their names up. Like, no.
So next up is Tino, and I put Rachel is into it. What did he do?
Remember, he came in a forklift. He's a general contractor. Remember, he came in a forklift, and he said, "You two look forking gorgeous." Yes, he was like, "You two look forking gorgeous." And then Rachel, when he like walks away, she's like, "That's my type. That's my type." And then Gabby's like,
I mean, I like Tino. I don't remember what he looks like right now, but I remember liking him.
Yeah. But I
what
didn't think, like, in the beginning, you know how we were picking, he wasn't someone that I thought, oh, she's gonna see him and be like, that's my type. I didn't think that, but
I
I
got that one right. I think so. How did you feel about Jacob on the shirtless on a horse, long hair?
AKA Fabio.
Fabio. I don't know if people that watch this are gonna know who Fabio is.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
I'm telling my age. Okay. I mean, if you're gonna try to pull it off, I mean, he tried it and he scored. He scored. He had the body glistening and all oiled up. He had the hair look, the horse. Yeah. I mean, at least he gave us something. I was just like, okay.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely not my type, but he did something.
Yeah.
We get the twins out next. Whatever. Like I love.
Oh no, we skipped over. We skipped over Tyler. He did like just a generic greeting, just hey, I'm so happy to be here. And then Colin was the one that he was like, you feel that? That's husband material. When he was like getting them to fill his suit, he was like, you feel that?
I like that.
Husband material. Yeah, he was like, that's husband material.
I wonder if he's an Aquarius, because like that's a good line. Hold on, let's find did I send you the charts of people?
Oh, I saw it in your story, but
true. Because like I want to know if he I like that line and I think it's funny. Bachelor horoscopes, right?
And it's Colin.
Okay. Let's see. Colin. Oh. I mean, actually, this makes more sense.
What is his sign?
He's a Cancer. So, like, he wants to be in a relationship, create a family.
Yeah.
Where's our boy Avon? Avon is. Oh, okay. He's for you.
What?
Oh, yeah. We talked about this before. Close. The opposite. Scorpio.
Oh. Ooh.
So the only people for me.
I've never dated a Scorpio.
But Scorpios would be decent for you. Water and Earth are always good together.
Yeah.
Do I have any Aquarius here? Jeez.
Yeah, there's some Aquarius.
I don't remember who Jordan is or Kirk. What did you say Kirk did?
Kirk is the football coach.
Oh,
Did
he
the
motivates them.
yeah.
Okay, and then Jordan H. I don't remember him at all.
Um, hold on.
Oh my god! So I was thinking that Brandon's pretty cute when he came out. I was like, yeah, he's cute. Libra. I love Libras.
Jordan H is the one with the headphones.
Oh, you're repping us well there, buddy.
Who
Oh
is the
wait,
one? Who
hold
is the
on.
one Virgo? Who's the one Virgo? It's like one Virgo, right? Who is it? John or who?
Virgo. It's not according to their sign, it's according to their name. So the one Virgo is John. Yeah.
Okay.
He's your guy.
Mm-hmm. He's the one that calls them by the wrong name.
Ooh,
John.
John. What about who was the mic drop guy? That was a flop.
Oh, we haven't gotten to him yet.
Okay, go. Okay, the next person I have twins and then mic drop. So who's in the
Right.
middle?
Oh no, that's who. Oh, did we do the twins already? Okay.
Oh,
So the
you can tell
twins.
more about them. I didn't. Oh, what I was gonna say is that like I love twins, but like it's not a gimmick. Like it's just
Right.
like it would be. I think it would have landed better if like one came out of the limo and then the next person came out of the limo and was like, and just to see if they would notice that it's the exact
Right.
same face. Like
Right.
that would have landed better than they both coming out together.
Yeah,
Right?
or they and would have said the same line. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
yeah. But instead they came out together and tried to do everything together, talk to them together. I mean, it's like it's just together, like separated. I mean, really. You're not in the womb. Yeah, and then Tremaine, remember when we were reviewing it? I was like, he seems very cocky. And and
He's
here he
so
comes with
good.
a mic drop. They're like, oh, is that he's
Yeah, he's the Sagittarius. And we're like, we knew he was a Sagittarius, I think. It didn't land very
right.
well though. Like it could have been
Right.
kind of funny, but like she had to finish the joke for him. She's like, "So is this a mic drop?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, okay, thank you."
I think he should have made a declaring bold statement and then dropped it. Like, not
obviously,
just come and drop it.
be like,
Sorry.
your new husband right here, or husband material, whatever, like something. Mic drop. Yes, I agree. It was next Spencer.
Yes.
Giving them chairs to sit down on. I guess it's kind of unique.
Yeah, and you know what? It's that is what you call like someone whose love language is acts of service. Like, oh, you figured my feet were hurting. You brought me a folding chair. How nice. You know,
I mean, I
that's not my love
love acts of
language.
service, to be
You
honest.
do?
I
You do?
do.
Okay.
Mhm. If
See?
someone does
Doesn't
something nice for me, I'm just like, "Oh, they love me."
See?
I don't need your words.
Most Aquarius women do like acts of service. My two friends that I have that are Aquarius, they love that.
And I love gifts. It's kind of
That's
similar.
me. That's me. I love a gift.
So Spencer, what's his sign? Spencer.
Oh, and remember, Gabby said that's my type. When Spencer came, she said that's my type.
That's my type.
Uh-huh.
So Spencer, okay, yeah, he's a Sagittarius. Not her type, but so but I liked his little gimmick. It was smart.
Yes.
And then was it Nate with the two-sided pillow with Gabby and Rachel on the pillow?
Yeah, but we had one person before him
You tell me.
was Matt, and he was like, two is better than one. That's all I have. I don't know. I guess he just said two is better. I don't know. I just have two is better than one. So I don't know. Maybe he said that. I don't know.
Next time I will definitely take better notes. But I was like, I'm like dozing off. But he obviously didn't make the lasting impression. What does he look like? Oh wait, no. Spencer, we know Nate. Oh, Nate's the black guy. Oh no, not Nate. We're not Nate yet. Who's the person you're talking about?
Matt.
Okay. Oh, That's Spencer. That's Matt. Oh, he's a Scorpio. He's cute. With that
Okay.
cute
Yeah,
blend,
he's
I guess.
cute. Mm-hmm.
So then Nate, as I believe the last person, unless I didn't write down more, and he has the two-sided pillow, and that is playing off of Gabby's exit or entrance gimmick. She had a pillow with Clayton's face on it and says that she wants to sit on his face.
Oh, okay. That's funny. Okay, I like that. I didn't know that. Okay, so we have two more people after Nate.
Thank you.
We have Jordan V, who is the race car driver, and he was like, I hope you're into wild rides. You know, yes. And he wants to take them on a wild ride. And then we have Eric. Remember, Eric was a guy that we picked that would be both of their types because he resembled like Clayton. So we were like, both of them are going to be into him. We kind of predicted that. And he asked them to tie his tie. He had a tie, and then he was like, "Can you all tie my tie?"
Job, to be honest, Gabby kind of took control there, and
right,
Rachel kind of helped out a little bit, but they did not do a good job on tying that tie.
No, they did.
That's a cute gimmick, though. Get her to do something to try to make you look handsome. That's cute.
Yeah,
very cute. So that's everybody, right? I didn't miss any more people.
That's everybody.
So who was the best gimmick, do you think?
I think the forklift was like the best. Then you had Fabio, wannabe. And then I think there weren't a lot.
We'll give the pillow. They had to get that printed, so it's cute. The pillow. Yeah. Or maybe the quartet as well. That was pretty.
Oh yeah, the quartet. Yes. I think it would have been a bigger hit if it was like a good. I mean, I'm not saying anything about him, no, but I'm just saying if it was a stronger.
Ooh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did hear though that the big gimmicks are given to the people that the producers think have no chance, no shot. So like they always like, let me have an idea of like who they're gonna like or maybe not like so much. So anybody that they just think there might be like a night one boot, they give them the most ridiculous entrances.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. So Jesse arrives at the scene to greet the women after they just met all the guys, and he's explaining the first impression rose. Like they obviously know about the first impression rose. They've been on the season, and I believe Rachel said that she received the first impression rose, if I'm not mistaken. Now I was wondering if they were both going to give it to the same person because that just seemed like what this was all being set up for.
I was hoping they wouldn't.
Wouldn't?
Yeah, I was like, please don't. No, I mean, I was thinking that too. Like, I hope they don't go for the same. Like, I was like, please don't both give it to Eric or something. But, I was thinking with like you too, like, is this setting up to like already start with this kind of energy? Mm-hmm. But,
Yes, I definitely thought I was worried. I agree with you. I was kind of like, I hope they don't do that because like there's so many guys like for you guys to both choose the same guy for the first impression rose. That would be so producer heavy handed that it would just be like unbearable. So I agree with you. I'm glad that they did not do that. Debu says it's going to be hard remembering names. No one really stands out. I know. And that could also be why I didn't really feel like taking that many notes. I don't remember these people now that I've written these notes down. So going around, I probably missed a whole bunch because I definitely dozed off here. And where I started writing again was Gabby likes Ryan.
Okay. Yes. Ryan. Okay. Because he is the one that was teaching her the Boston lingo. He had the whole chalkboard, dry erase board. And he was trying to teach her like Boston lingo. And so she was like, oh, I like him because he was making her laugh. So of course, she likes to laugh. So she did like him. Before him, it was the twins. They came in there together. She was bored. Gabby is one of those people where Rachel can kind of play it off. And I guess I see myself in Gabby. I'm one of those people that once I get bored or you can see my face tells everything before my words do. And
Mhm.
so Gabby was kind of like rolling her eyes, like the twins were talking. And Rachel was asking them all the questions, and she was like, "You all do the same job?" They're like, "Yeah, but different companies." "Yeah, but we do the same job." She's, and Gabby is like, "If these two don't get out of my
Yeah. They definitely didn't seem like the twins, like that one of them was like they're gonna each get one of those women. They were definitely a gimmick pick from the producers.
Yes, yes.
So who was next? I wrote down Hayden writes Rachel a birthday note because her birthday was a couple weeks before.
Oh, and she really liked that. He,
She's a
made her that little,
Pisces. That's
yes.
so Pisces. A love note on your birthday. It's so romantic. I'm just teasing, but it's very Pisces.
Yes, very Pisces. Very Pisces.
So I thought it
Um,
was cute though. I definitely thought it was cute. I don't thought he was cute. I liked Hayden.
Me too. I liked him too. That was the first person I kind of said to myself, "Oh, I like him. I
Is
like
he
him for
grocery store
you."
Joe? Is that him?
Huh?
Is Hayden grocery store Joe?
Yes, 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 yes. That looks,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I think that's him.
Yes.
So all I wrote down next was shirtless dude was awkward.
Yeah, so Jacob, and remember she said all she could concentrate on was his pecs. He was talking and reading this list of attributes that he wanted his woman to have, a list of attributes.
She
And
was
I'm
not
like,
paying attention, Gabby.
sir, sir, you already gave us the impression that you don't have a brain and that all you can do is show your body. And so you reading this list is not working.
It's not
It's not
landing.
working.
No. Next, I put a little star beside this that
Yes.
Avon is here for Rachel, and she was feeling the vibe, but he didn't kiss
She wanted a
her.
kiss.
She was waiting
Yes.
for it. She's just like,
Yeah. I would have been too. I would have been too. Every time he would get closer, she was like she was there, she was trying to make their legs touch and everything. She was like
but no kiss for Rachel,
no kiss for Rachel. He's
unfortunately.
such a gentleman. He's such a gentleman.
Yes, he's sweet. So then Jordan V, I said with the car thing, but it impressed Rachel. So did he say what kind of car that was that he drives? And he said it could go like 300 miles per hour and like hopefully she could teach him how to fly and she could teach her how to use that vehicle.
He said what kind of car it is, but I didn't write it down.
Yeah, me neither. I just didn't want to rewind. I'm sorry, guys.
He
If you
did
own the
say what
chat,
kind of car. Yeah, and she wanted a kiss from him too,
mhm.
like because they were holding hands and everything. She wanted a kiss too, like, are you gonna kiss me? Like,
Oh, that Pisces just wants those emotionally connected moments, huh?
yes, yes, yes,
So we see I did think though that Jordan and her vibe, like I think that she enjoyed learning
me
something
too.
with them. Like I think she liked that moment.
Me
I
too.
have to say. So Mario and Gabby are having a little bit of a conversation. And surprise, surprise, the first kiss of the episode is between Gabby and Mario.
I
And
was
Mario
very
is
surprised.
not a white
I I
person.
didn't see that coming.
Hmm.
I was surprised, and she said he gives me butterflies. I was
Yes,
like, okay,
butterflies. Yes.
I
Okay,
like
Gabby.
butterflies.
Of course, that's what you aim for always.
When was the last time you felt butterflies?
In a long time. I don't remember the last time. But I used to love it. That used to be like my favorite thing. And so
Yes,
always chasing butterflies.
yes, 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 yes.
So Tito wants to make the stairs a better moment because he remembers when Rachel was crying over that man Clayton on the stairs for a whole episode. And so
Yes.
he wants to make the stairs better for her. And so they have a
Yes.
good conversation and she does get a
Her,
smoocheroo. She liked it.
she liked it a lot.
She likes
She liked
Tito.
it a lot. Yeah, she. She she I think like she was just like, yes, this is it, because she said he was her type from the moment he stepped out. So now I get this kiss, you know?
Oh, this is not going to work though. I mean, maybe it will, but Tino, just looking now, is an Aquarius. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be. I mean, he's a guy, so guys are a little bit different with how they interact with these signs. But
Mm-hmm.
Aquarius man and Pisces woman, she's just going to be, I think, too needy for him, right? He's going to want to
Mm-hmm.
be a little more aloof, want to be a little more like just like chat, and she's just going to probably want to be all over him and like cuddly and ooey gooey romantic. And so, yes, this was a beautifully romantic gesture, but I do think that Rachel's clinginess won't translate well for aloof Aquarius.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. But
Okay.
that's my initial thought here. So Logan has a connection with both of them. What did you think, Mr.
Yeah.
Chicky Chickies? And did he kiss both, or he wanted to kiss both? What happened there?
No, he didn't kiss both. He said his connection with Rachel, he was asking good questions. Like he asked her what were what was her biggest fear? And she said
Yes.
clowns, and he said that his were sharks. So they were having a good conversation. And then when he went to Gabby, he asked her, does she like to buy snacks or sneak snacks in the movies? You know, like in a
What's your
trench coat, like
answer?
he's hers was sneak.
What's yours?
uh, 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 Sneak sometimes. I like to buy sometimes and sneak sometimes. It depends on my mood.
True. I mean, like I try to see like whole pizzas in like theaters sometimes, which is very fun. But I love movie theater popcorn, so I had to have popcorn from the movie theater. Anything else, I'll probably sneak in. But
Yeah,
movie
I
theater
like
popcorn, it has a
nachos.
different taste, you know.
I like nachos at the movie theater, but
True.
sometimes, like, when you go on Tuesdays, like during the day, and you can kind of like get away with putting like a whole meal in your purse, sometimes that's what you want to do, you know?
Yeah, I definitely am more on the sneak side. I remember when I was younger, I don't endorse this, okay? This is not condoning these actions that I did when I was younger, but I would
Right.
movie hop. So I would like plan like, okay, I'm going to go in and see this movie, and then it like when it ends, like 5 minutes after, we're going to go to this theater and we're going to watch another movie. So I used to do that all the time. So I'm definitely have sneaking in snacks in my veins, in my
Yes.
blood.
Yes. And when we were younger, we would go to the Dollar Tree and get all of these like different snacks and candies and put them in our purse because we would watch like two movies too.
So what we would do is not go to the dollar, we call it dollar store, but we go to bulk barn. So I don't know if you have like a bulk store where you can buy bulk candy. So you just can buy like a bag of juke juice, a bag of wine gums, a bag of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
any sort of like you can, and you scoop it out and you weigh it. And so like you can buy like tons of different things in bulk, but it's very cheap.
Uh-huh.
So we'd go to bulk barn, and I'd probably get sour jubes. I really
Uh-huh.
liked back then. Those were good. Maybe like some raisinets or something.
Mm-hmm.
Debu, I agree. She is smitten over Tino, and that's someone that will have her in tears 7 episodes from now, because Tino is Aquarius.
Not in
He is
tears,
not
7
going to give
episodes.
her what she wants. It is not going to work. Isn't he the one that it looks like he's breaking up with her? Is that him? Saying like, "Oh, I have to tell her." Is that him?
Oh my goodness, is that him?
I don't
Now
remember
that
what
you
anybody looks
say
like.
that, when he was talking to Jesse, that could be him. I don't think it's him, but that could be, because some of them looked a little similar to me. I
They
wonder, is
all
that
look
him?
exactly the same.
They look a little similar. Is that
Who I don't
him?
know who it is in that thing. Oh, I don't have
It
that
could be
close by.
him. But in those previews, it was a lot of crying. And it wasn't just Rachel either. It was a lot of crying. And I was like, whew,
It's supposed to
I
be a
just don't
happy
like to
ending
keep seeing
here.
women. Right. I just don't like to keep seeing a whole bunch of crying.
No, I don't want to see crying, unless it's like just like trying to make a choice. I don't want anybody to be heartbroken,
Right.
multiple times. You know,
Right.
hope not. So Eric has lots of jokes, and he kisses Gabby. And then I put an arrow, and he likes Rachel. So he likes both of them. Is that what happened?
No, he didn't. Yeah, he kissed Gabby. That was her second kiss. They snuggled up on the couch. Him and Rachel talked about the difference between like New York and New Jersey or something.
Right. It was on the hand. That actually was he was kind of funny. Like when he's just talking about like, oh, you have like a whole studio apartment like on your hand.
Right.
Like it was taking it too far, and I kind of like absurdities. So who was that?
Yeah.
That was Eric. All right.
Yeah, that was Eric. That was
All right, Eric. I like you, Eric.
And I think
going
he
with the
wanted
flow.
to
He's
kiss
funny.
Rachel too, but he was like, he thought against it, like, nah, let me not do that. Not to kiss both of them. He didn't want to be that guy, I guess.
He's well suited for both of them, so he's a Capricorn like Gabby, and that goes well with Pisces. Then Tino. Oh, so then it's time for the first impression rose to be given out. So Rachel goes and grabs it, and she gives it to Tino. We knew that she was doing it. She is smitten over that man. Yes, I agree. 7 episodes from now, cry, cry, cry. But she does get the first impression rose, and it is a statistic, I believe, that most of the bachelorettes end up with their first impression rose. That's the person that they end up choosing in the end. So yes, the relationship didn't work out, but Nate and Michelle, Nate was her first impression rose. Other first impression rose was JoJo's first impression rose was Jordan. Rachel's was Brian. And so a lot of times there's probably others that I just can't think of right now, that the winning person or the person that at the end got the first impression rose. So is she going to be heartbroken, or is she going to win the show with them? Let's see.
We will see.
And then Gabby gets her first impression rose. And is this the first time that it's a mixed ethnicity first impression rose?
A first impression? I mean, besides Rachel giving hers.
Oh, I guess true. Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking more so white with mixed black, but
right.
I was impressed. I was happy that they had like a moment. They had some more kisses when she gave him the first impression rose. So I'm happy to see this relationship flourish.
Yeah, I think she liked them kisses. She kept saying he gets good kisses. She was like, yes, those lips drew her in. And
I mean, if you're coming from Clayton and going to like Mario, it's like, ooh, these are good kisses. Like,
yeah, but we know he's not. She's not gonna end up with him. We know that, though.
I know that, but like maybe she's never swirled before,
right? And I think that's it. I think she was intrigued by that, and I think she's like, ooh, and Avon is fine, and so is fine. I think she's like, ooh, maybe I might need to check this out. It's a nice opportunity for me to see, how it
expand my horizons.
yes.
Over there.
But you saw who was big mad. You saw who was big mad that he did not get either one of those first impression roses.
Yes, it was. Was it Logan?
No, it was Eric.
Oh, Eric. Sorry, yes, Eric. I mean,
he was mad. He even cursed about it. I was like, I felt that was a little bit of a entitlement. Like, just because you had a good convo, you don't know who else has had a good convo with them.
But you know what that leads me to believe that maybe Eric is going to be the person that's going to heartbreak them a few episodes from now, because like the fact that he was so upset about that makes me think that he was putting it on. He was doing his like, I'm so funny, charming act, as opposed to it being like really authentic connection. And maybe him being mad is because he didn't think he would be found out.
Right.
He didn't think that they would be able to pick up on the fact that he wasn't being authentic. And so they had an authentic connection with someone that wasn't him. Sorry, Eric.
Sorry, Eric.
So that is pretty much the end of the episode. We see Jesse saying that they could do whatever they want because they don't know what to do at this rose ceremony. They don't know if they haven't had a chance to see the guys. It's the most amount of guys that they've ever had on this season before, and so they really didn't know what to do with this rose ceremony. So they are told they can do whatever they want. So they call 3 people out of the men. So they call Roby and the
Yep.
twins to go outside where they've been there all night that it's dawn, and they basically say like, yeah, we're not into you enough to keep you here around. Bye.
We thank you so much for coming out
Thank
because
you.
I know it's a sacrifice and I really appreciate it. But
It's not
just
gonna work.
moving forward.
Not going to work at
Not
all.
going to work. And those were the 3 people that talked to them together.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yep.
They all 3 of them talked to them together instead of having individual talks with them. So that's why they knew that they could agree on those 3 and they didn't have any kind of personal, conversation with them or whatever. So they were like, just send them home. We got to send somebody. Just send them home.
Send them home.
They're like, look, we don't have 32 beds. Y'all gonna have to send somebody home. We don't have 32
beds. We only have like what 32, 29 beds, okay? Sorry. So I believe that's all that happened in this episode. There's not going to be a rose ceremony. That was it. Those 3 people are going to be leaving just so that they have an opportunity to meet the 29 men that are still remaining. They do let the guys know that they sent them home, and they're kind of all shocked, like, "Ooh, like we didn't know that was going to happen." When they called them, you knew that was going to happen, but be shocked. That's cool. Was there anything else that happened in this episode that I may have been sleeping through that you want to share?
No, I just think that the guys, it was just interesting to see the chatter amongst the guys that they are some of them are very like, what if they both like me? What if they're both into, or do we get to make the choice? Or,
Which is where I think the problems are going to come, is that
right,
they
right, because they're figuring out that they have a little power. See, they figured out, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, they get to hand out the roses, but we get to decide whether we're really into that woman or we're into the other woman. And so they have thought to themselves, we might have a little power here. And we all know what happens when men have power. So it will be interesting.
They will run amok for sure. I think it was Zach that was about to dump her, not Tino. Zach. What does Zach look like again?
Zach was the first person. He was not memorable in the blue suit. He was the first entrance.
Oh, it is Zach. It was Zach. That's the face. Yeah, it was Zach. You're right, Debu. It was Zach that I don't know what to tell her. It's gonna.
What about in the previews when they kept showing all those people when Rachel was trying to give her rose and they was like, I'm here for
Meatball?
Gabby. I was just like,
so rude.
Okay.
But I mean, that's what we're setting things up for. Oh, well, I mean, they knew what they're getting themselves into and that they're going to probably be used to feel bad so that they have a story. But it's going to hurt a little bit for these 2 women. But I hope they find love in the end. I hope so.
Me too. Me too. And you're so busy. I hope you're not sleepy next week. I think it's going to be better. I think it's going to be better.
It's going to be better. I would have watched it because I wasn't able to watch it live. Like I usually like watching it live, and then I usually talk about it on my friend's channel. You know what I mean? It just was. This week was just a little bit out of sorts. So I will be awake most likely. It won't be as a busy weekend and week. I was at my mom's house, and that means I was hanging out. I was basically babysitting my niece and nephew twins on their 4-year-old the whole weekend. But I still had to do all it was just like a busy time, and so. Yeah, I was able to get everything done in a timely fashion, but I'll be home. I will be rested, and I'll be excited to talk about episode 2 of The Bachelorette. So please let everybody know where they can find you, Miss TJoy.
I'm Miss TJoy on Instagram and YouTube.
Yay! And you guys know the drill over her, but please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let us know Other than the first impression rose, who do you think are the front runners for each Gabby and Rachel? We would love to hear what you think, and we will continue communicating with you in the comments. Do you have a question you want to
Yes.
know?
Yeah, I just want to know that too. What do they think? And who do they think is not here for the right reason?
I think that Eric being pissed was a little red flag for that. That's my thought. Do you
Mhm,
have a vote
mhm.
of who's here for the wrong reasons?
No, I think that we share that because he just was so upset, and I just thought you don't know
It's day
these women.
one.
Like, why are you so upset?
Like,
You're like
he's
cursing and everything, and the guy's looking at him like, why are you so upset?
yeah,
So
why are you so big mad? So, okay, I agree. So that's my thought. So let us know if you think, if you agree with us, or if you have another thought of who could be there for the wrong reasons. Thank you, Dabu, and everybody else that's here in the chat. We will definitely
yes,
be
thank
seeing you
you.
next week, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern on a Tuesday. Bye, guys. Take care,
Bye.
everybody.